if not a platinum glove.
Whit Merrifield in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Digging in, Vinny Pasquantino, and that is in for a strike. 0-1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And a pitch. And that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hader throw over. No, Merrifield back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Runner takes off. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Back in Seattle, and on the hill in this one, Bob Gibson.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the designated hitter,
Trey Turner now. And that one fouled off. Pena aboard here at first with nobody out. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
1 at second, and that's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
To the right side, Merrifield throws to first in time, and that'll do it. Top of the second, and now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. Hader back to work. Swings through that.
0-1.
The other way, Naylor. He steps on the bag. 1 out in the second. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Craig Kimbrell gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Williams going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Hunter Harvey into the game. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Now pitching, Hunter Harvey.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
No outs. Runner at first. Here comes Manny Machado. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Lawrence Butler swings through it for strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a chopper out to short. The throw to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back at T-Mobile Park. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. And now the right fielder, Stan Musial. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Hard hit right side. Edmonds slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Jack Caglione will hit next. Check swing, called strike. Strike two.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Got him, wicked. That was pretty nasty. Victor Scott digs in now. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Victor Scott.
That's off the mark, and that's ball one. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Back to the mound, he's got it. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Lucas Erceg. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now it's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you
1-2.
take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ripped to short. Sends it to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He was late there. Strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that one is inside ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one's in there. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The shortstop takes the ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. On the ground to the left. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
For the Kaiju, the third baseman.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-1.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Line and a base hit into right. Runner around third. He'll score.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and here in extra innings. In the air, center field. Butler has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's one away. So now it's the on the mound now, Luke Weaver.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Back up the middle and a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
The left fielder, number 20.
Down the left. Jeff Hoffman on the pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 on, 1 out. And foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a base hit. Run scores. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Next to hit, Mason Wynn. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And foul ball. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in extra innings. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to short, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up.
Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is...
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Just missed it. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. The relay throw. The tag, and they get him at second. That's a double play. So it's their last chance in this one. Now here is Ted Williams. Grounded out his first time up. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The right fielder, number 30.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
Two outs. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game.